Hello and welcome to the podcast on lead-acid batteries by Ramesh Natarajan. With industry experience of over 42 years, Ramesh helps battery and battery-related industries with technical inputs and provides solutions to typical problems faced by manufacturers, service personnel, as well as users of batteries and related equipments. Hope you find this podcast useful to your business. Do visit www.rameshnatarajan.in to stay connected.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of my podcast, wherein I shall be talking about the difference in design of a stationary battery meant for solar photovoltaic application vis-a-vis a stationary battery meant for UPS application. Stationary batteries used for UPS as well as solar applications are both made with tubular positive plates and pasted negative plates. At times, the operating specific gravities of electrolyte used are also the same. As and when stationary batteries are made in sand transparent containers, we observe that the recommended specific gravity of operation for both UPS as well as solar photovoltaic use is 1.240. Then how are they different? We need to understand that UPS batteries are used for anywhere between 2 to 5 hours usually, though these are rated at 10 hour capacity. In the case of batteries meant for solar photovoltaic applications, the batteries are used for longer durations, probably the entire night, and in case there is heavy rainfall due to which the batteries are not recharged by an absent sun next day, these batteries have to deliver power the next night also. Such a situation of sunless days can prolong for 5 to 7 days. Thus you see that both these batteries have a differing use profile. The first and foremost thing we need to understand is that both these batteries are used in a stationary mode. However, cycling is more frequent or regular in the case of batteries used for solar application. The depth of discharge in the case of batteries used for solar application is normally limited though when compared to batteries used for inverters. Another factor to be considered is recharge. The batteries connected to a solar application shall receive a charge in an irregular manner and for a limited duration, unlike batteries used in UPS or inverter applications, wherein the charging is from a definite AC source and in a defined manner. The batteries used for solar applications may be installed in a remote location having limited or no easy accessibility. Hence, maintenance may be irregular and erratic too, compounded with the non-availability of trained personnel in such areas. A battery meant for solar application is expected to last much longer than a battery meant for UPS or inverter application. Hence, a solar battery has to be more rugged in construction. Changes in design or process at the manufacturer's end ensure that the solar battery meets the required criteria and is different from the UPS or inverter batteries. To enable the solar battery to revive quickly after a full discharge in rainy days where the battery has not got power from the sun and the depth of discharge has been more, a higher electrolyte volume helps by ensuring that the electrolyte specific gravity is high enough to ensure better conductivity. This conductivity becomes critical when a deep discharge battery has to be revived using solar power. To guarantee good charge acceptance in a solar battery, a more than adequate cross section of lead in the pillars and busbar of the plate groups helps by ensuring that there is no voltage drop during the charging cycle. This takes care of the limitation of charge current available for a short duration and received in an irregular manner. The common mistake that people who make solar batteries do is they think that the discharge current being low, these sections can be kept thin, but they become insufficient and during the recharge the battery faces problems due to such a thin pillar or cross section of the connections, and there is a voltage drop. To take care of irregular maintenance, where the maintenance in flooded electrolyte stationary batteries is primarily water topping up, a provision for abundant electrolyte volume needs to be made in the design stage. The electrolyte above the top of the plates has to be much more than in an inverter battery. Cell containers that can accommodate large volumes of electrolyte are chosen for solar applications vis-a-vis for inverter applications. To have a battery for solar application last much more than a UPS or an inverter battery, the paste used for making the negative plates of the solar battery has to be of a higher density. The tubular bags used for solar application have to be of overall good quality to ensure that the positive plates last really long. The web thickness of separators used for solar photovoltaic application has to be higher than the separators used for a normal battery. In fact, if double separation can be used, that would be still better. Such double separators are available, with one separator being the normal separator and another one having perforations. If the container is able to accommodate more number of plates per group, then it is preferable to make a battery with more number of plates than use lesser and taller plates to obtain the required capacity. This shall contribute to better charge acceptance. Due care must be taken to ensure that there is no voltage drop, however. And this can be ensured by ensuring that taller pillar required in such cases is of the adequate cross section. The additional electrolyte in the solar battery ensures that the battery is well suited for hot as well as very cold climatic conditions. Due to abundant electrolyte in the cells, the specific gravity is sufficiently high even when the battery is fully discharged, and this prevents freezing of the electrolyte and the resultant problems associated with freezing. The abundant electrolyte contributes by keeping the battery cool in areas of high ambient. This becomes important since corrosion of battery plates in the acidic atmosphere is otherwise accelerated at high temperatures. The above additional points taken care from the battery manufacturer's end, of course, in addition to the normal quality assurance parameters of paste formulation, curing and charging, etc., shall ensure that the lead acid stationary battery performs well in a solar photovoltaic application. In certain cases where tall plate lead acid cells are used, issues pertaining to partial state of charge or acid stratification may arise in spite of the battery being well designed. In such instances, one needs to look at the charger capacity or panel sizing. Thank you very much, and I hope this episode will be useful to manufacturers of batteries for solar application. Thank you.
Please do visit www.rameshnatrajan.in. Keep yourself updated about our new releases by hitting the subscribe button.